Hello YouTube, the iTunes fan back here, and today I will be doing a video on what's on my iPhone and how I keep my app layout. So on the first page, as you can tell, I do have it a little different from the Apple one, but at my top row, as you can tell, I've got messages, calendar, photos, and camera. Messages I use all the time. Calendar I don't find myself ever really using because I find it kind of complicated. Photos I actually do use a lot, and camera I actually use a lot too. Clock I use a lot. I have all kinds of alarm sets just because I find it easier than using the calendar app. Maps I don't really use since I haven't been going anywhere where I don't know. And also my phone isn't hooked up yet, so I don't have cellular data, and my car does not have Wi-Fi, so therefore I have no use for maps. Weather, I find myself using quite a lot, not as much. I used to use it all the time in summer. Now it's not as much, but I'm still in there pretty often. Reminders, not something that I really use. Notes I actually do use a lot. Stocks I don't, because I keep all my links and stuff in there. Stocks I don't ever really use. News I've used like 2 times. I don't really ever use that. Books, I don't really have any books purchased, so I don't go in there much often. App Store, I don't really go in there much. Podcasts I never use. Apple TV app I never use. Health I also never use. Home app I also don't use. Wall app I also don't use. And settings app I use sometimes. Now, on my dock, we've got the phone app, which I do not use since my phone's not hooked up. Mail, I'm in there pretty often because I gotta clear out my email. Because most of the time, my personal emails are very important. Settings, Safari, I use sometimes, but not all the time. Music I never use because I don't have any music on this phone. Now I've got my second row. Files I don't ever use because I don't ever really download anything. Find My, I don't really use that much either. Shortcuts I use sometimes, and not always. Most of the time now. iTunes Store I never use. Translate I hardly ever use. Contacts never use. Watch never use. Tips never use. And then I've got my utilities folder, which just has all my basic utilities in it. And then I've got my school folder, which has all my school apps in it. I don't really ever use this for school, except Google Classroom I use sometimes, because sometimes my teachers ask us, to put, by us I mean us students, to upload photos of like our scratch work or something. Remind is actually our school messaging app, and it's pretty good. I'm not going to go into any of these, obviously, because you're going to show all my school stuff. Zoom I never use on my phone. Neither do I use slides or docs. Actually, I usually have calculator in my school folder. iWork apps. Now, these aren't all iWork apps. I got Pages, Number, and Keynote all in here, although I never use that. I also got iMovie, which I use very rarely, because most of the time I don't have to edit my videos. Feedback I never use. I've just got a beta profile on there. Dual Jump is a game. It's the only game I've got on my phone, and it's now got a free version, so I downloaded the free version. It's fine, I mean, don't ever really use that. Twitter I use sometimes mainly for posting. Instagram I also use sometimes mainly for posting. The YouTube app, the main reason why I use that app all the time on my phone is for YouTube video, is what I mean by uploading YouTube videos. And YouTube Studio I use mainly for like editing my thumbnail and allowing comments and such, because for some reason YouTube loves to turn my comments off. Then I've got Peacock, which is NBC's streaming app. It is free, or parts of it are free, and you can use it for free. I don't ever use it on my phone though. I don't really ever use it, to be honest. Roku app I'm actually in quite a lot. Not to watch anything on the Roku app, but mainly to control my Roku. Google Maps I never use. Same reason as Apple Maps, because my phone isn't hooked up and my car doesn't have Wi-Fi. And besides, pretty much during this pandemic, I've pretty much been going places, hardly, but places that I know how to get there. WeatherBug is an app that I used to use all the time back in like the summer and such, mainly to check like for the closest lightning strike and such. Now I hardly ever go in there. FaceTime I use sometimes, mainly for video chatting with my aunt. I don't really use that. Sometimes I do have a Smart Stack widget on here, but I've not put that on there, mainly because it's going to show my city name. So, I guess that's it. Please check out my Twitter and Instagram. Please subscribe so that way I can get you one step further to monetization. Please like so that my videos get ranked higher in the YouTube algorithm so that way I can boost my subscribers and views. And please share to promote my content. And please check out my other 2 channels. And I guess that is peace out.